It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Moda Center, the place, and the Portland Trailblazers will be on their home floor as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And Serge Ibaka has taken his game further and further away from the basket over the years. Kenny, how do you like that?
It's farther and farther. It's not further and further. Further is a discussion. It's not further.
What is this, English class?
Yeah,
answer the man's question.
I'm just saying.
I'm just going to take it. He's taken his game farther and further. How about both of them?
No.
Yeah.
But furthermore, he's got raw skill set when he entered the league. And you have to respect his development and as a shooter. So that's why I like him.
You know, he's never been a serious low-post threat. His inside game appears to be more at the defensive end, protecting the rim. Furthermore.
That's it for us. For now, for Dr. O'Neal and the English professor, Kenny the Jet Smith, Ernie Johnson. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Portland. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Well, we're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills.
Here we go.
What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they can sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. McCollum finds Aminu. Down low, Gasol with the steal. Outside, Green. Pass to Leonard, lets it go from deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Leonard's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. McCollum against Green. Three-pointer, and McCollum is good for 3.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Leonard. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
And the shot goes down. McCollum's got 5.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Leonard. 29 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And here are the Trailblazers now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lillard with the bucket.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Leonard, no luck. And so Hood will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Shoots over Leonard. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving.
Siakam, good.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Down low, Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Here's Lowry. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Nurkic.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Cantor comes in for Rodney Hood. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Toronto.
Boy, you have to love the focus. Jeremy Lin creating well for himself down low. Makes that one look easy.
Now Lillard. He's coming off a 34-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
Now here's Collins. They trail by 3 on the clock. Here's Cantor. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, he just creates enough separation to get a quality look from the mid-range.
To the left wing. Lowry against Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The pass to Collins. Here's Aminu, defended by Gasol. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Goes up with it again. Goes up again. That shot missing, so the Raptors will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
Collins wide open, he fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And stolen by Lillard. Passes it to Aminu. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Lillard finds McCollum to the paint. It's picked off. Stolen by McCollum. There's the lob to Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Toronto calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Layman, he's checked in for Aminu. Reese Harkless comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Seth Curry in for Damian Lillard. The shot by Harkless no good. Toronto leading by 4. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Van Vliet passes to Leonard. Pass to Ananobi. Takes a 3. He shoots again. Collins with the block. Curry looking around. The 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Curry kicks to Harkless. To the wing right side. Here's Kanter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Leonard. Cans the 12-footer. Leonard's got 11 points.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
Collins kicks to Curry. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him. Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Dishes it to Collins. Pass to Layman. Leonard with the steal. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Van Vliet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On to Ibaka from the arc. No good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Curry passes it to Collins. Now here's Cantor. Well, Enes Kanter, when we talk about rebounds per minute, Doris, he's generally very high on that list.
Well, Kev, he's got the size and he's got the strength. But what I really love about him is there's this willingness to mix it up. This is a very physical player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Cantor. And just an impossible shot to guard at times, Doris. When you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, 2 in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those 2 men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
Now here's Leonard. 13 points in the game. Bucket is good. Leonard's got 15.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Now here's Curry, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Leonard. 14 feet away. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. Nurkic kicks to Layman for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, think about the Toronto Raptors last year. 59 wins in the regular season, which was a franchise high. Won the Atlantic for the 4th time in 5 years. And then it comes to an end with a thud, losing to the Cavaliers in the playoffs. Brutal.
Now here's Harkless. Here's Collins. Outside Curry. Shoots over Leonard. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. And for the Raptors, swept by the Cavs in the postseason, Doris, for the 2nd consecutive year.
It's getting painful. Swept twice, defeated for the 3rd straight time by the same team. And you think about the Raptors, a team that geared up and changed things to try to avoid it, and it still happens. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Now here's Harkless after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Outside Curry. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, you know that Seth Curry will be aggressive regardless of where he is on the floor. Nice look inside there.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Toronto making a change here. Green's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 5. Harkless finds Nurkic. Outside Curry. The pass to Collins. And here's Nurkic. Curry on the wing. Clock at 6. Again, Curry missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Portland's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, Layman. Here's Nurkic. shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Toronto Raptors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. Hood out there with Nurkic, and it's Curry in at the point. Here's Hood. The Raptors getting the bucket. And the 3 off target. Lin with it, guarded now by Harkless. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I know Jeremy Lin has got a thin frame, Kevin, but don't let that fool you. This guy can play through contact.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Harkless. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry. Raptors also changing it up. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred VanVleet.
No question he got bumped on that shot. And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
They throw good, McCollum. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Here's Lillard, following the basket by Marc Gasol. Lillard, the pass to Aminu, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Toronto. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Aminu. Two free throws for Aminu.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here is Lowry. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving.
McCollum against Lynn. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Pushing it up. And Green with the basket on the assist by Lynn. And it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Aminu. Back to McCollum. Lets the three fly. And it's Lin with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count that bucket. Green's got his third basket of the night right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And that one, good.
Rodney Hood is a remarkable athlete, and this guy tenacious when he cuts into open space.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Toronto calls timeout.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Cantor checked in for Portland. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. C.J. McCollum, number 1.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
Yeah, he may be a shooting guard by name, but he is every bit the distributor that some of the league's top point guards are. And he's as unselfish a player as there is at the off-guard spot.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Toronto called for the foul. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Raptors leading by 6. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw good from Aminu. So it's Toronto now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lowry with the ball. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. That one drops for him.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. McCollum with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. McCollum finds Aminu. He can't get that one to fall. Gasol with the defensive effort. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Toronto. Now here is Lowry. Outside Leonard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point differential. Lillard with the bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Lin. He's got 7. Aminu grabs the miss. Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Cantor. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Leonard. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lowry against Lillard. He kicks it to Cantor. And it's Hood in the corner for the 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts it up from 17. Rebounded by Hood. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard the pass to Cannon over Gasol. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Collins comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Jake Layman subbed in for Rodney Hood. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Damian Lillard. Three-pointer, Lowry. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. He gets it in there.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Here's McCall following the score by Damian Lillard. 6 to shoot. McCall gets to Gasol. Hits the 3-point bomb. Gasol's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Raptors.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Gasol with the steal. Here's McCall. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Now here's McCollum. 12 points for him. Shot by Collins, no good. Stolen by Collins. Lillard finds Cantor. Here's Layman. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 74%, yeah, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
The first one falls. A different look now for Portland. Harkless comes in for McCollum, and Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. And then for Toronto, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. He hits both from the stripe. Toronto leading by 7. Here's VanVleet. Here's Ibaka. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, They'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that game against the Jazz, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker, you know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
Well, there's a length and an intensity that Serge Ibaka brings to the table. And as a solid teammate who contributes on both ends, this is a guy you want on your team.
Here's Van Vliet. 9-point game his last outing. Left side, Leonard. McCaw kicks to Van Vliet. Good on the triple. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors. And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
Here's Van Vliet. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Ibaka outside. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. 5th, the Raptors.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And the first one drops. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Norman Powell's checked in for Patrick McCaw. Raptors leading by 7. Pass to Leonard. Here's Anunoby. Kicks to Powell. 3-pointer on the way. Drains the 3-pointer. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Curry. Now the feed to Nurkic. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Stolen by Collins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Collins has got 8.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Shoots over Nurkic. That one wide left.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Collins passes to Nurkic. Over Ibaka. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
For Toronto, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Labissiere is checked in for the Trailblazers. Turner comes in for Jake Layman. And the Raptors also making a change. Miller's checked in for Leonard. Now, here's Nurkic. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. The shot by Harkless, no good. Raptors leading by 9. Nurkic with the steal. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And for Jusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kicks it out to Lillard. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9.
Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Oh, he's been outstanding offensively. His performance has been one of the things that's gone right for them.
A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Marc Gasol playing terrific basketball in this one. He ended up with 17 points, 3 steals, and 6 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
A look at the Hawthorne Bridge in gorgeous downtown Portland as we welcome you back to Oregon. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Marc Gasol.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, I think this guy was really looking for his shot on every possession. Remarkable effort from him on the offensive end in that first half.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. So for Toronto right now, Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Raptors leading by 5. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And Gasol slams it in.
Well, I think with his ability to shoot off the dribble, the defense has got to understand how to play Kyle Lowry. He loves these opportunities, and so many of his assists come off these pick and rolls.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. The pass to Siakam. Gasol finds Lowry. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 5. Cullen passes to Aminu. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside, here's Siakam. Easy jumper from very short distance. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Lowry against Lillard. And here's Leonard. 15 points in the game. 5 on the clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
And he sinks the second.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Now here's Hood. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Lillard. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 19 points.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Here's Leonard. 16 points for him. Lowry for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Danny Green. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Lillard.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 19. Aminu with the bucket.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Leonard, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Portland. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking, even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Now here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. Now the dish to Hood. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Raptors leading by 6. Outside Lowry. He feeds it to Lin. And McCollum with the block. Lets it go from deep. Toronto grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Lin finds Lowry. Drills it from outside. Lowry's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Raptors.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's McCollum. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And stolen by Lillard. Aminu, no one around him. They get it back, and the second chance ever by McCollum.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 4. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
I tell you, never misses a chance to drop a dime. As usual, Lowry one step ahead of everyone, setting up the bucket.
McCollum, no good.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
To the inside. It's Gasol missing. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And he comes up with the deuce. 21 points for Damian Lillard.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
And the Raptors call time here.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint. Great hands and the strength to create space.
Collins checked in for Portland. Jake Layman comes in for Hood. And Toronto also making a switch. Ibaka's checked in. Pass to Gasol. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Puts it up off the inbound, and Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Gasol. Ibaka's got 11. And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire. And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Lillard attacking, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The first free throw is good.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Their free throw is good from Lillard. And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor and realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he can not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well.
And here are the Blazers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. They now take the lead. He has 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
There's the steal. Pass to Layman. He dishes it to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lynn against McCollum. Outside, Lynn over Kanter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, last year, pretty much a lost year for Lynn. Tore his patella tendon on opening night, and Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. So nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in.
Jeremy Lin is an aggressive player, Kevin, someone who will make things happen. I like how aggressive he is. He sets a tone with that aggression.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 20. And Collins now top the key. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Toronto's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Lin against McCollum. Lin looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby in the corner. From 13. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. He kicks to Cantor. Over Ibaka. Cantor, the pass to Layman. And it's in there. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
McCollum against Land. And the shot falls short this time.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Gasol. And the Raptors miss again.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Well, the 7-footer showing how easy it can be. Enes Kanter, aggressive.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Gasol. Van Vliet kicks to Gasol. Here's Lin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, Jeremy Lin with the great hairdo and the clever play. How about that fantastic ability to pick up the foul?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Curry's checked in for Portland. Green, he's checked in for the Raptors. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Curry kicks to Lillard. Collins in the post. Ibaka on him. And they pick up 2. Collins has got 12 points in the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Lin against Cantor. Now the pass to Van Vliet. No good on the triple.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
Curry kicks to Collins. Back to Curry. Pass to Collins. McCollum outside. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Lillard wide open. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead. And here's Lin. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Ibaka. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Van Vliet. He has 5. To halt the run, and Ibaka with the lay-in. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
McCollum dishes to Curry. Cantor, the pass to McCollum to the right side. Collins, again the Trailblazers score.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in this second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Here's Van Vliet. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now, here's Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got 16.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Lynn against Curry. Outside, Lynn. Poked away, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Five seconds left in the third quarter. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Rodney Hood. Nurkic is out there with Aminu. Then it's Collins. And it's McCollum in at the 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Here's Siakam. Outside Leonard. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry kicks to Green. Down low. Here's Ibaka. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic finds Aminu, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
Feeds it to Leonard. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
That shot off the mark. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Kicks it out to Lillard. From down in the low post, it goes. Lillard's got 15 points here in the second half. Raptors trail by 15. Now Lowry. Pass to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice to see that Ibaka has added the three-point shot to his arsenal. You have now got to get a hand up on him when he's beyond the arc.
Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Here's Siakam. He's covered by Aminu. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Siakam. And another turnover here by Portland. For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Pass to Leonard. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Leonard's got 22.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Lowry from outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Aminu's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nobody near Nurkic. No good with the triple. And so Green will bring it up for the Raptors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade. Now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Marcus All's checked in for Toronto. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He gave them props for their defense. He said the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's McCollum. They double him with Green. Clock at 6. Hood with it. Now Green defending. Hood gets the bucket.
Well, you love to see Rodney Hood finish in the face of that contact. How about the grit on that move?
Green with the ball. At the elbow, it's Gasol. There's the pass to Siakam. To the middle. No good from Gasol. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard left side. Hood for 3. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Lillard against Lowry. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Leonard the pass to Siakam. That one good for 2.
Man, this has been fun. I mean, we got 2 teams dueling down the stretch.
Boy, does it feel to you, Greg, like every single shot is going through the bucket? That's how lethal both of these teams have been late in this one.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the Raptors pick up 2. Aminu with the bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here is Lowry. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Lets the 3 fly.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of his cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks it to Hood. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Gasol with the steal. Hood against Leonard. And it's good from the elbow. Leonard's got 26. Portland leading by 8. Here's Lillard. The feed to McCollum. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Now here's Gasol. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game. Hood deciding where to go with it. Lillard dishes to Hood. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the basket by McCollum.
And weak rotation defensively. This is not a guy you want to leave open when you're trying to stay in the game.
Now, the defense just not in sync there, right? You've got to do a better job communicating.
And here's Leonard. Following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Portland the foul. And he makes the first.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. He kicks it to Lillard. Leonard with the steal. To the middle. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kyle Lowry.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
Now, here's Lillard. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Outside Leonard. Over Hood. But he stays with it. Passes it to Siakam. Yes, that goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. McCollum outside. The 15-footer. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Aminu. And that's 11 points for Nurkic.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Lowry drives in. Leonard against Hood. Clock at 6. Shoots a fader. And it's Leonard missing. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 9-point game. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Toronto calls timeout. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Portland on defense. They have a 9-point lead. Over in the corner, Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 6 assists here tonight.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
Now, here's Aminu. McCollum finds Aminu. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Right side, Leonard. Over Hood. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's now 30 points for Kawhi Leonard. Lillard against Lowry. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
I'll tell you, he takes the window of opportunity and delivers a nice pass into the post.
Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Lillard, the pass to Aminu. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up over Hood. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Leonard's got 17 points here in the second half. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Gasol with the steal.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not impossible to catch up, but it is a tall order right now.
Portland leading by 4. Pass to Aminu. Leonard with the steal. Here's Lowry. Green kicks to Siakam. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto.
Well, you knew he was going to come through there. The more that's riding on it, the better he seems to be.
Here is Lillard. McCollum outside. He feeds it to Nurkic. Launches a 3. McCollum no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green finds Lowry to take the lead. Offensive rebound. Ibaka. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Bullseye! Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Is what's your take?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
5 seconds left in the fourth. This one for 3. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.